Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. First, I just want to say thank you for watching this 20-minute video of me glamming up one of my clients that I had today. And you see, I always go straight into it with the foundation, but I do prime and prep the skin as well. And I'm using my Morphe brush. This is in a 541 dense brush, I believe, because she has textured skin. So I really wanted to use the brush to like give it more so skin-like complexion, if that makes sense. Now I'm going in with my contouring, and I'm using the Too Faced. This is in the shade Stable, I believe, for a contouring, but I also mix it. So I add Stable, and then I go in with the Fenty in the shade 480 or 490. I believe it's 490. Yeah. And we're just going to go in her contour points. And I'm going to take my brush that I used on my last video, you guys. This is the brush that's been with me for a long time. Best for blending. This is the Real Technique. Their like dome brush, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to do tap motions and blend in that contour, baby. And while I'm blending, you guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking your time out to watch my videos. You know, getting back into content creating is very, very hard with editing and everything, but at the same time it's so exciting because I'm giving you guys something new and something better every video. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And now I'm about to go in with my beauty blender, and I'm going to do tap motions across, well, not across, but you know, right over where I contoured to give it more of that air-like finish, and also blend it a little bit more because I love like a baby soft skin. Now I'm about to go in with a brush that my client gave me as a gift. It came in like a set, so I can't really tell you where she got it from, but this is like a very like skinny dense brush that I use to go up and down her nose. And as you can see, I'm pressing it into the skin. And sometimes I'm swiping going up and down the nose to help blend it a little bit more, but tapping does help me a little bit better with the blending up and down the nose. And now I'm about to go back in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to pat up and down the nose to give it a better blending. And it's my client's birthday today. Well, she's taking her birthday pictures. And now I'm going in with my concealer. This is in the Too Faced in the shade Chestnut. And I'm just going to go right under the eye. And I know you guys are going to be like, why is she using so much concealer? Because she's taking photos. And with photos, you got to have a really good full coverage face, okay? You want it to be soft, but you also want it to be full coverage. Like, who don't? Now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade, I believe this is in the shade uh 320. And I like to mix both of these to give it more so a highlighted effect under the eye, because for pictures I love to give my clients a bright under eye. So when the picture, like when they take the picture, it's just the main focus is the center of the face. And now I'm taking my Real Technique. This is their, I believe their highlighting brush, but I use it to blend out my concealer. Because I feel like it blends better than, you know, putting on blush. But I mean, I've tried putting it on with using the same brush with blush, and I just feel like this is better for concealing. I mean, it's just what I'm used to. You know, I feel like brushes don't even have rules. Like, who created brush rules? I feel like we should use what's comfortable for us, you know? And as you see, I'm going in with tap motions, making sure I blend up all that concealer because we do not want any flashback, baby. We don't want none of that. Okay, we want to make sure everything is blended, everything is given airbrushed, everything is given. What am I trying to say? Everything is giving a little ASMR for y'all with the chewing gum. But giving, skin like finish. That's what I love to give to my clients. I love to give them full glam, but also airbrush soft, long lasting, not cakey. Period. And while I'm blending this concealer over here, I just want to let you guys know that I will be putting on vlogs and showing you guys what I do on a daily basis because, sometimes my life really be lit sometimes. Okay, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start recording it and showing you guys. So I will be dropping some vlogs really soon. So y'all, let's get back into this makeup. Okay, so I am pressing into the skin. What I like to do is I like to start at the cheek and then move up into the eye. And I love to make sure that part is blended perfectly to where it blends in with the contour. Because we don't want it to be highlight contour. We don't want that. We want it to blend evenly. We want everything to be as natural as possible because that's what I aim for. I want to aim for natural. And we all know makeup is not natural. But I want to aim for full glam natural. So I try my best to blend everything to the T, if that makes sense. And I always go back in with the brushes that I use with no added product, and I just go over and make sure, like how I'm doing on my nose, I'm taking the same brush that I had, the beauty blender, and I'm going back and forth to make sure everything is blended perfectly, nothing is out of place. Now I do let the concealer sit under the eye because we wanted a bright under eye. I let it sit for a little bit and I finish out the rest of her face. And then once I finish the rest of her face, I come back to the eyes because I like to let it sit to where it gives full coverage under the eye. Because like I said, we're going for a bright under eye. And I love to press that in and it just gives that, you see the coverage? Oh my goodness. And now I'm taking my damp beauty blender and I'm just pressing that on in evenly under her eye. Now here I'm just going back in with the brush that I use for foundation, no added product, and I'm just pressing in on her face. Now I'm going back in under the eye and now I'm blending her under eye highlight to even in the nose. Basically, I'm making her nose skinnier, if that makes sense. So I take the rest of that product that I have on a beauty blender and I go up her nose. And now what I'm doing, like how I did under the eye and on the nose, I'm replacing, I'm building. Now I'm going to go in with her brows. And I am using a Kiss brow in the shade dark brown. And what I'm going to do is just follow her natural brow line. And I'm just going to take that pencil and go right under the brow. And we're just going to draw that line. And since I started makeup, I feel like brows was the hardest thing for me to accomplish on a face. Like even till to this day, I don't even do my own brows because I cannot accomplish a really good brow. But on my clients, now that I feel comfortable doing the brows like correctly, I'm like, you know what? I can show people that, the way I learned how to do brows is really not that hard. And what you do is you just I follow their natural brow shape. Like I follow it to the T. Where the hairs go, that's where the pencil goes, and that's where the concealer goes. That's where when you're blending out, like how I'm blending on the brow. That's how you blend it. You blend it that way. That's basically how I learned. Now let's get into the concealing. This is like my favorite part because we're actually about to define the brow. So I'm going in with that same concealer that I used under her eye. So that was the chestnut and the Fenty. And I'm going to follow that brow shape. So this is going to give me that defined brow that we are looking for. It's going to give it clean, chic, and elegant. Just and don't talk about my brush, okay? I'm telling you, I can't get rid of my brushes. My brushes have been with me for a long time. Like, I have new brushes, yes, but once I get comfortable with a brush, y'all, it's so hard for me to give it up. Until that thing is shedding and until that thing is falling apart, I'm not going to give it up. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it. So don't judge me. And we're doing the same thing as we did on the other side. And now I'm going on the top of the brow, and I'm going to go in with that chestnut mixed with her foundation, and I'm just going to carve out the top of her brow. Now, this part always be the hardest thing for me. I hold my breath every time. Like, I don't breathe. Because one little breathe, it can mess up. And that is my freaking fear, okay? Because we done perfected this brow, and one mess up, it is over. You know? I feel like brows is the hardest part. And I'm a makeup artist that loves to put all of my wet products first, and then I go in with my dry products. So that's like the setting powders and the contouring and all that handy dandy stuff. So me achieving a full face and then doing the brows, when I tell y'all, this way is so much easier because you get to see how to draw the brow. You get to see how the brow shape really is. I think just try it this way, and if you don't like it, continue to try it your way. But I'm telling you, on your client, it will make the process so much faster and so much easier. And now we're going to go in with that same brush that we used to blend under her eye. And we're going to be very, very gentle on the top of her brow, because one little mess up, one little swipe over that brow, and we are through, baby. Okay. And we're just going to do some tap motions, blending in. Like, we're going to mix that concealer and that highlight together. Give it that flawless, flawless blend. Tap motions is so much better than swipe motions. And we're just going to blend, 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 baby. And I'm moving fast because she has a photo shoot. We don't have time for no mess ups, baby. We gotta hurry up, but be careful at the same time. Y'all don't understand. That is really, really stressful. Really, really stressful. And now I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm blending over it. Make sure it's blended a little bit more. And now we're going into my favorite part, the eyeshadow base. I love to do eyeshadow. I feel like eyeshadow is my calling in life. I want to be eyeshadow. If I could be a palette, I would be the Morphe 35B, or I would be the uh Pat McGrath, her Bridgerton limited edition palette. Oh, that shimmer in that palette, y'all don't understand. But now I'm going to take some setting powder and go right under her eyes. And I believe I used the One Size by Patrick Starr, and it's in the translucent shade. Now I'm going in with the bronzer, and I'm going in with the Fenty. So I usually go in with the Mocha Miami, but this time it broke. I dropped it right before I came to do the bronzer, y'all. So I had to do some alternatives, and I went in with the powder foundation in the shade 490, and I'm just blending that contour in. So I really didn't do any bronzer. I just, went in with contour. Now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier and the ending of her eye to give it more of that angled. Now I'm going to go in by her under her jaw. We're going to carve out that contour. And I am using the Laura Mercier in the shade medium deep. Now I'm about to go in with that same powder that we used to contour. And I'm just going to go up and down her nose, swipe motions, and blend it into her brow. I know it looks very, very cartoonish right now, you guys, but trust me, wait till the ending. Now, you guys, I was that girl that hated blush when I first started doing makeup. When I tell you, I feel like it was so unnecessary, but now every look has to have blush. Who doesn't want a little bit of color with their makeup? Like, what was wrong with me? What was wrong with us makeup artists that started in the 2015s and the 14s? What was wrong with us? Now I'm going to take some tape and put it right under her eye. Now I'm going to start on her eyeshadow. I'm using the Morphe bronzer. This was too light to contour her. So I was like, we're going to use this for her eyes. So I believe this is in the shade Blazer. One of my makeup artists, her name is Makeup by Brittany. She put me onto this basically. Once I seen how her contouring was on the clients when we did a wedding together, you guys, I was like, I have to go purchase these bronzers. And these bronzers are the truth, okay? Now I'm going into the Nikita palette. I don't care how y'all feel about it. I love this palette. I spent my money on it. I'm going to use it. And I'm going to go in with those three browns that's at the very top. They don't have a name because it's rubbed off. But I'm going in with those three browns. And I'm going to use that to contour out her eye. And now I'm going to go in with that black and just darken the end of her eye just to give it that shape, because she's getting more of a soft glam, but we want it to still be full glam because of her photo shoot. That's going to be, gotta add a little pop, a little shing ding on that baby. And we're just gonna blend all of that together. So now I'm about to go into my Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm going to use the lightest shade in that palette, and I'm going to put that on her lid just to give her eye a pop. She wanted like a very, very soft eye, but still like a pop of a soft eye, if that makes sense. And I was actually inspired by, what's his name? Kevin Long. He's a makeup artist out of Texas, I believe. I was inspired to do this look by him. And now I'm going to go in with my NYX. This is their new matte liner. And the reason I like the tape, it's easier for me to line the eye. And I'm just going to go in very, very gently. Give her a very, very small wing. Nothing too dramatic. You want to keep it very, very soft, but still give it her eye that cat eye shape. And this part, I don't breathe either, you guys. Oh, and shout out to my nail tech, Pressure Prestige Beauty Bar. She's located here in Columbia, South Carolina, you guys. Make sure you follow her. I'm gonna drop her Instagram link below, because she was fire on my nails, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with the mascara. Gotta have mascara. Now I'm gonna go in with the Eye Envy lash glue. I love putting it on the lid first, letting it dry, and then applying the lash. When I say it's so much easier this way, you guys, when I say it's so easy, because look how easy I apply these lashes. Just prop them right on. Don't have to worry about glue getting everywhere. None of that. You just prop the lash right on, and she can lift up her eye with the breeze. Now I'm going to go in with a nude liner. I don't want a black liner under her eye because I want her eye to be wide open for the pictures. And her eyes was crying, you guys, so I had to hurry up and put the nude pencil on her eye and hurry up and get a Q-tip and dry her eye. Now I'm going in with the same colors I used for the top. I'm going to do it at the bottom, just reverse. So I'm going in with the second color, and then I'm going to go back in with the first color, and then I'm going to take this angle brush and go in with that darker color that we use to bring out the shape in her eye. Now we're just going to dust away all of that powder, baby. Look, you guys, I told you it was going to come along. It wasn't going to look so cartoonish. I told you guys, it's all about keeping faith and trusting the process, trusting the process. So now I'm about to add some more blush. I'm adding more of an orange tint blush just to give her blush a little bit more pop, because I did go in with a lighter pink. And now we're just going to press that on in, giving her face some color. Now I'm about to go in with the highlights. So I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario. This is in the shade Bronzy. And now I'm about to go in with my Morphe Continuous Spray and spray all over her face. And we're just going to take that end of the Beauty Blender and tap in that setting spray. Now I'm about to go in with my LA Girl brown pencil, and we're about to line her lips. I love me a good overlined lip. You have to overline the lip. If you don't overline the lip, ooh, that's a tongue twister. If you don't overline the lip, then why are you putting stuff on your lips? I mean, it just makes sense to lip liner. You gotta overline it. I mean, it just goes together. Now I'm about to take a Q-tip and we're just gonna blend that on out. Blend, blend, blend. Swipey, swipe, swipe. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sephora liquid lipstick. This is in their lightest pink shade. And I'm going to have my clients pat her lips to help me blend it, just so it doesn't dry too fast, because when I say this lipstick dries fast. So I'm just going to have her do tap motions, and then I'm going to grab me a brush and I'm just going to tap in a little bit more and blend out those edges and blend it in with that lip pencil. Now I'm going to go in with that NYX gloss. I definitely forgot the name of it, you guys. But it's one of their nude lip glosses. And I'm going to have her pat her lips together again. And now I'm going to take some of that lip color off. And then now I'm just going to blend in the pencil with the lip gloss, if that makes sense. I'm going to go right over it, because we don't want a dark line going around the lip, baby. That's not cute. It don't give. Now I'm going to use that same lip brush that we're using. I'm just going to put a little bit of clear gloss and run that right over her lips, okay? Just going to give her more of a shine. It's going to give a better blend. And now we're going to take our hair down and get ready for pictures. But then, you guys, I was like, shoot, I forgot bottom lashes. So I went in and added some bottom lashes to give her eye a pop. And the look just came out so beautiful, and she loved it. And this is a final look. Thank you guys so much for giving me 24 minutes of your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.